Do you need a large capacity multi-day pack with room to spare that is rugged and comfortable? The Osprey Atmos 65 might be the pack for you. With a clean, traditional design, plenty of pockets, a nice combination of comfort and durability, this pack has the potential to hit the sweet spot for a lot of hikers. Dive into the details of this pack as we give you an up-close tour of the layout, the specs, and the features. Okay, we'll start as usual here. We're gonna go from the top down, show you all the features, kind of talk to you about the pockets, what we've got going on here. So on the top of the helmet, you have your massive storage in here. This is actually a very big helmet. You can fit a lot of gear in there. There's not an opposing inside pocket, which I personally like because when there's two, you're just sharing that space anyway, and it might as well just be one big pocket. You've got your two straps here that hold the helmet or lid down, if you will. And then as you come into the main compartment here, you have a nice grab the tab and pull to open up. Once you're open, you've got really nice storage in here. There's a flat pocket right here that can be attached or detached. And what I mean by flat pocket is there's also bottom access here. You unzip, you can get in. Most people put their sleep systems or something appropriate at the bottom, and it kind of auto keeps it segregated inside the pack. It can be useful from time to time. If it didn't have it, would it matter? Probably not a whole lot, but it is nice. You've got two outside loops here for sleeping pad or other storage. You've got your iSack or trekking pole holders. These do move up and down. They can go in different spots here. These are really nice attachments, actually. They have a hook where they come completely open, and then they also have adjustability on the top, like this style right here. So pressure release. You can wrap this around whatever you'd like. It's actually, once you've got it in that J-hook, it's not coming off real easy, which I know sounds silly, but I've worked with a couple of these where if they're not under tension, they just kind of come off. And so these will stay, they're not falling off or going anywhere. Right up front, let's see if I can flip this towards you guys. Right up front, we've got a center buckle, and then our stash spot up front. Little bit of stretch, not a ton, but you can definitely shove quite a bit of stuff down in there. Maybe easy access on the trail to your rain top or hat or beanie. We also have front side pockets. These are going to come out pretty high off of the main compartment. So as you can imagine, if you stuff this center section full, you're pushing up. Well, this top pocket actually comes off that. You can fit a ton of gear. There's one on this side, goes all the way down to this seam here, and it actually runs over the side. There's one on the other side as well. So on this side, you can also zip open. You can get in there. You can fit all kinds of gear. When you're carrying enough to need a bag this big, oftentimes having these segregated pockets is kind of nice. You can put your ditty bags and that kind of thing separate from your main gear, and really gives you options in where you put the weight. So if something's kind of heavy, you might not want it bulging out from your back. You want pretty lightweight stuff in here. Again, it's just options, even if that's not your philosophy and you're packing your bag. If you want it just for convenience, you can use them that way as well. On the back, we've got our standard buckle. I do like the design when you have the adjustability that when you grab the tabs and pull forward, if you grab the tabs and pull forward, you're gonna have easy adjustment as opposed to pulling back. It's much easier to kind of shimmy a hip belt when you're pulling those forward. On the pocket here, you can see it's all mesh. So you've got good storage on the hip pocket belt, but it's all open air. It's on both sides. These are actually pretty thin hip belts. I do like the material. It's not real squishy. It's kind of like neoprene, but a little bit extra thick, and it's perforated to, help breathe. You've got this mesh backing I'll talk more about in a second, but that's gonna allow a nice amount of breathability for your back, help keep that sweat off you. The shoulder straps are the same material as the hip belt. They're also perforated. So again, that like extra dense neoprene. Sternum straps are adjustable along this cable up front that you can see. They'll slide all the way up, all the way down. Once they're in, they're not easily sliding everywhere. It takes quite a bit of pressure to get them to move. Comes across the middle. This one does have that little bit of elastic built in here. On this side of the sternum strap, it's basically like for when you're breathing. It still allows you to move without feeling like you're constricted, but it's still also at the same time holding those straps nice and in. I really like that feature. We have your load adjustments up top to get the top shoulder and the load pulled into your body nice and comfortably. The last thing I want to talk about here is the way they framed this bag to give it its structure creates a bit of an arch in the bag, which is nice for its the way it loads and balances, but it's also nice because it gives you a gap between you and that flat, hard surface. So this is basically just a big bungee on your back, giving you A, that space for flow, and B, it's like built-in cushion suspension system, basically. Really good comfort on this bag. They did a pretty good job of keeping the weight down considering how much material and how many straps and full featured that this bag is. I'm really impressed. I've used this bag a lot over the years. I really love it. They have newer versions available, but I still wanted to cover this pack with you in case any of you just wanted to take a look at one of the Osprey bigger capacity bags. Again, I really love this bag. Had it for years, gonna keep using it. Okay guys, that's it for the Atmos 65. If you can think of anything I didn't include or you have questions about this pack, leave it in the comments. We really appreciate your thoughts and experiences in all of our videos, especially the reviews. Do it now. Like and subscribe, click the notification bell, click all the things. And as always, keep adventuring.